Every year on December 1st, the globe marks World AIDS Day, a day of unity to show support for those affected by HIV and to remember those lost to AIDS. Despite significant progress, there are ongoing challenges in the fight against HIV and AIDS, including insufficient funding, a concerning annual rate of 1.3 million new HIV infections, approximately 630,000 deaths annually, and a lack of prioritization in lower-income nations. As part of the World AIDS Day activities, the AIDS Healthcare Foundation Nigeria organized a commemorative walk from Berger Roundabout to the AHF Nigeria country office in Jabi. This event aimed to honor those lost to AIDS-related illnesses, foster global unity, and emphasize the importance of community efforts and actions.
On the auspicious occasion of the 2023 World AIDS Day, the House of Representatives Committee on HIV, AIDS, Tuberculosis, and Malaria Control heartily felicitate with all Nigerians as we acknowledge the incredible efforts that has gone into the fight against AIDS, tuberculosis, and malaria control. We will do everything within our powers to ensure HIV/AIDS Anti-Discrimination Act 2014 that makes it illegal to discriminate against people based on their HIV status, which prohibits any employer, individual, or organization from requiring a person to take an HIV test as a precondition for employment or access to service becomes fully operational.
World AIDS Day provides advocates with a platform to raise awareness about the global response to HIV and AIDS, combat harmful stigma and discrimination, which often impedes individuals from seeking testing and treatment, and call on governments worldwide to ensure the necessary resources and political commitment to combat HIV and AIDS effectively.
This is important because worldwide we are using this day to remember those that have passed and those who are living with HIV, and all the players and donors and governments who have put hands together, resources together to ensure that by 2030 this HIV/AIDS scourge is brought to an end. Advocacy plays a critical role. Advocacy and raising the awareness of our people to ensure that there is no stigma, zero stigma and zero discrimination. So we are ensuring that across all levels, we are raising awareness across all facets. So there are different facets, different strategies across thematic areas that we're employing at community level, working with other partners, working with civil society to ensure that stigma is eradicated in our society and discrimination is eradicated.
We want to make sure by 2030, we eradicate HIV totally in Nigeria with the goals of UN/AIDS 95 strategic goals. These strategies will help everybody that is living with HIV to actually come out and be on treatment. And once you're on treatment, the chances for you to have your viral suppression done is very, very okay. And then once your test not detected, you can hardly transmit the virus. This is a method to which we can prevent the transmission of the virus across all board. This goes across all our facility with our partnership with the Federal Ministry of Health, the FACA, and also the dignitaries in the community, stakeholders, the marketmen, the chiefs, everybody. That is why we are engaging them.
I think one thing I always tell people is that HIV and AIDS is not a death sentence. For the fact that you are alive, there are hopes, there are necessary things you can do to actually maintain healthy life. There are drugs you can take to prolong your life. And if you know you've not known your status, it's actually better for you to go and check your status as soon as possible so you can actually live well and live correctly.
Change should start from us, and by advocating and creating awareness of the situation on ground, communities will be able to be enlightened and have the knowledge in order to end stigmatization and discrimination.
HIV and AIDS is not a disease that cannot be controlled. It's actually just like every other illnesses like malaria and the rest. So the community should embrace that fact first, and then they should also embrace the fact that HIV and AIDS could actually be managed because they are actually drugs that patients with AIDS take.
The World AIDS Day is not just a celebration of achievements, it's a call for communities to take action to end the stigmatization of persons living with HIV and AIDS. For Oweleke TV, I am Antonia Nwokolo.